Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. This is Mrs. Smith and I'm here to go over the Tuesday slides with you. So let's get started. If you are watching this video, then that means you clicked on this link, so great job. We have read every day. Don't forget to read every day for at least 30 minutes to 1 hour. Okay, make sure you are reading. Your table of contents. Your learning goal for the week. Remember, your learning goal is the goal that you want to achieve by the end of the week. It is not an assignment. Okay? Students will find connections between texts in order to explain how plants and or animals use their external parts to help them survive, grow, and meet their needs. Your success criteria for reading. Students can retell key details after reading an informational text. Students can determine the main topic after reading an informational text. Students can identify a focus detail and another focus detail in a text. And students can describe the connection between two details in a text. Success criteria for writing. The student can state an opinion and give reasons for their opinion, and the student can provide a sense of closure when sharing an opinion. And finally, your success criteria for science. The student can use given scientific information about plants and or animals to design a solution to a problem. All right, today is Tuesday. Your learning goal is the same. Your essential question is the same, but I will reread it for you. How do the parts of an animal help them to survive and meet their needs? Today, we will read a nonfiction text in order to understand how feet can help animals survive and meet their needs. So yesterday we talked about our feet. Today we're going to talk about animals' feet. Today, you're going to listen to the story, What If You Had Animal Feet? I know this is a favorite in both Mrs. McAllister's class and my class, so I know that you guys will be excited to hear this story. When you click on the link, it will take you to a YouTube video. Unfortunately, again, it is not me reading, but the person who is reading does a fantastic job, and it's a really great text to listen to. It really connects to what we're talking about right now. So, after you listen to that, you are going to think about connections. How were the two texts we've read this week connected? Now, I'm going to go ahead and tell you that if you put on your paper, they both talk about feet. However, if you put that and you add something else, that is fine, but you cannot just say that both of the texts we read talk about feet. I know they both talk about feet, but what you could have told me that just by looking at the title of each of these texts. You are showing me that you read the texts and listened to the texts if you tell me more. What did they both talk about that was the same? Okay? So you have to say more than they both talk about feet, okay? And then tell me one thing you noticed and one thing you wondered. But the main question here is, how were the two texts we've read this week connected? Now, I'm going to stop for a second. I will show you where to find this in Google Classroom. Remember, you can also answer this in a notebook and take a picture. But for those of you using Google Classroom, actually, everyone who's watching this is using Google Classroom, so never mind, disregard that. You're going to click on Connections. And it says, how are the two texts you've read this week connected? How are they the same? This might look familiar because we've answered something like this in a previous week's assignment. It says, how are the two texts we've read this week connected? What did you notice? What did you wonder? I have sentence starters for you. The two texts we read this week were connected because they both, don't say they talk about feet. You can say they both talk about feet and something else, but you need to tell me something else, okay? Tell me one thing you noticed and one thing you wondered, okay? Easy peasy. That is all for that. Then I have for you 3 focus pages. So there's a focus page about the green basilisk lizard, How does the lizard's feet help it to survive? Why do you think what the lizard's feet can do is important? And do the lizard's feet help to protect it? I want you to talk to someone about these questions. These are just conversation starters. You don't have to answer these on Google Classroom, just a conversation. Same thing for this one, except the questions are a little bit different. This is for the housefly. How does the housefly's feet help it to survive? How does the housefly use its feet to find food? Do the housefly's feet help to protect it? So it's important that if you need to go back in the text in the video and find this page to re-listen to it, or you can try to read it right here. It is totally your choice, but these are great questions to think about and talk about. And then finally, the white rhinoceros only has 2 questions. How does the white rhinoceros's feet help it to survive? And does the animal's feet help to protect it? Okay, so those are the just three focus animals that I want you to think about and have conversations about. If you need to go back to the text, you know you are always more than welcome to do that. After you focused on those 3, you're going to complete box number 7 on your choice board that you received with your packet. Complete choice number 7 on your choice board. Share your work with your teacher on Google Classroom. You must show your evidence of work. Okay? It says make a list of ways that you protect your feet. Think of a new idea that would protect your feet. So when you're doing this, what I want you to really think about is how do we protect our feet now? And then what is a new way, a new invention that you could create that protects our feet? So let's go to Google Classroom. I'll show you that form. It's under SCI Feet Protection List. So you're going to click on that. Feet protection. And you need to come up with 5 ways that we protect our feet. What are things that we do to keep our feet protected? And then you're going to come up with a new idea, a new invention of a way that we could protect our feet that hasn't been thought of before. And what would be really cool is thinking about the book you read today and what the animals do to protect their feet. All right, so think about those things and be creative. If you want to be awesome and draw a picture, you're more than welcome to. Just post it on the assignment, but that is not a requirement, okay? So that is your science assignment for Tuesday. And actually, that is everything for Tuesday. So for Tuesday, we're reading a text about animal feet. You're going to tell me the connection between the 2 texts we've read. Do not say that they both talk about feet. I'm serious. And then you're going to look closely at 3 pages, 3 animals from that text, and then you're going to tell me some ways that we protect our feet and come up with a new way that we could protect our feet using ideas that maybe you got from the text we read today. All right, so that is everything for Tuesday. If you have any questions, you are welcome to ask me and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Have a great day.